Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Social Development Outlook. I am your host, Vanessa Simon. This show is used as a means of highlighting and showcasing the essential performances within this ministry and other related departments. SDO was hosted and produced by the Communications Unit within the Ministry of Social Development. At this point in time, we'll take a break and be right back.
Communications Unit.
I'm back, and for our featured presentation this evening, we journey to the Pond Hill Community Center, where we witness various children partaking in the cake baking program on the 12th of April 2021.
Good morning. I am Malva Rollins, Community Development Officer for St. John's Parish, and we are here at the Pond Hill Community Center for our baking workshop for children. Presently, we have 25 children who are taking part in the workshop. They would have done a variety of items so far. We started on the 6th of April, and we would have had in Mr. Henville, Michael Henville, who would have done muffins. We had in Alan, a pastry chef at Four Seasons, who would have done Danish and croissants with the children. Tracy Paris, she would have done cookies on Tuesday. Today we'll be having donuts and peanut butter cookies. We have also other pastries that the children will be making over this week. And so we are happy to have the children involved in our pastry workshop, and they have been enjoying it so far. The program is basically facilitated by myself, Malva Rollins, Tracy Paris, Veronica Brandy, and the two other persons who came in. We want to thank you for being here with us this morning, and Tracy will be doing a demonstration of what will be happening today. Thank you.
like I told you before, because some people are allergic or they just don't like it. So if you want to make it with eggs, you can make it with eggs with a different recipe. But this recipe is an eggless peanut butter cookie recipe. In all your bowls, you already have your butter, okay, your margarine. So you've got to start to mix it to make it all nice and smooth. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. See? Nice and smooth like that. Make it nice and smooth. Alright? Right? And once you've done that, you have to add your sugar. And your sugar, well, first of all, your butter, you would need half a cup of butter. So that's half a cup of butter you got in there, okay? You're going to add half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. Okay, so that's your half a cup of white sugar. And you can start mixing it in, and then you're going to add, after that, you're going to add a half a cup of brown sugar. And mix it until it's nice, smooth and fluffy. Your mixture should look like this once you've added in the sugar. And then when you add in your brown sugar, you mix it again till it's all mixed in nicely. Once it's nice and smooth, you're going to mix in half a cup of peanut butter. You can have smooth peanut butter, you can have the crunchy one. It's up to you which one ever you prefer. You can add chocolate chips to it if you want. You can add peanuts, extra peanuts. You can add almond nuts. You can add anything you want into it, okay? If you want white chocolate, anything you want, you can mix into it. But today we're just going to do the regular peanut butter. Next ingredients we're going to be putting into your mixture, once it's nice and smooth, is going to be your flour and your baking powder. We're going to use all-purpose flour or plain flour. We're going to be putting in 1¼ cup of flour, okay? 1¼ cup of flour into your mix. Miss Rollins is sieving the flour. It's always best to sieve it first. And to the flour, we're going to add ½ teaspoon of baking powder. Start mixing your first cup of flour. It's going to get harder and harder as you're going along. Okay, you mix it. How's it going? All it should be binding in. This time now you should be able to, as it's getting thicker, you listening? This is when you're going to start using your hands, right? So this is why it's important that your hands have to be clean. Okay, what you're going to do now, once all your mixture is mixed nicely together, you're going to clear what other utensils you have to the side, and then you're going to dust your table. And when I mean dust your table, you're going to flour your tabletop. Okay?
that's our package for this evening. Do join us again next Tuesday for another edition of the Social Development Outlook. Good night.